Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic.com here, and we are doing another Amonkhet Swiss Draft League. If you like the content on this channel, please like and subscribe. Thank you so much. On to the pack. Looks like deem worthy to me. We also have Gust Walker, Initiate's Companion, Magna Spray, and Trial of Knowledge. Those are all the pretty good cards in here, but deem worthy, kill things or kill thing and draw a card. Pretty good. Pretty good. Follow up pick. What is the best card in this pack? Well, we have a ramp card. We have a tapper. We have a pacifism. All of these are good. This is definitely worse than pacifism. That 2 life, I tell you. It's unbelievable how often that causes a person to get an extra turn. You wouldn't think 2 life would be that relevant, but more relevant than one would think. I think we still take it, though. Over Fanbearer and Vitalist, I think so. Fanbearer is pretty awesome, though. This just takes something. This you have to pay for every turn, but it's cheap. This you just deal with something. You don't have to leave up mana. I don't actually know. I think I'm still going to take Compulsory Rest. Naga Vitalist is a reasonable pick there too. All right, best card in this pack. This card's pretty good. The old Wind Guide. Javelineer is a fun one. This pack's not particularly insane any way you slice it. There's not anything in here that's really standing out as, like, amazing. I might just take the Javelineer. If you get enough instants and sorceries, it's nice to just play something and kill something. It's pretty good. Like I said, there's nothing in here that's, like, particularly amazing. Even the Wind Guide in a blue-white deck isn't, like, an amazing card. You still have to have the creature tokens to support it, or enough Embalm cards to support it. But Javelineer, probably the best card remaining in this pack, maybe. Wandering Death is also pretty good. Nothing insane in this pack. I'm just going to take the Javelineer. I like playing things that do 2 effects that are both reasonable. Alright, best card in this pack. Well, Time to Reflect is obviously good if you have enough zombies to support it. 1 mana is very cheap. There's also Mind Sensor. It's a flash card. It's got flying. Thresher Lizard. Pretty reasonable cost. Maybe we'll just take the Mind Sensor. It's probably the best card remaining in this pack. Thresher Lizard's certainly good if you can spew your hand out. Even if you can't, 3 mana, 3/2 is fine. But I guess we'll take Mind Sensor. I mean, Flash Flyer is pretty good. It's nice to be able to, like, leave up a burn spell or play a flash creature. Get a surprise block, get a evasive dude that can attack. It's okay. We'll take it. Alright, now we have Entangler and Unwavering Initiate. So Entangler is cheaper. Initiate comes back. Both of these are more exciting than Scattered Groves. So those are the only 2 I'm really considering here. I may take the Entangler because it's cheaper, like I said, but Initiate is quite awesome. Initiate's probably just better than Entangler, even though it's 1 more expensive, and I have found it's a little bit easier to get gunked up at 3 than a lot of different formats I've played, but Initiate, I think, just has to be better than Entangler. Vigilance, and it comes back. 3 mana, 3/2. It's just very good. So we have the Cat, which is Sacred, or a Cartouche of Zeal. So Cartouche moves us closer into a aggro build. A Sacred Cat, I guess, would too, but I've been pretty impressed with Cartouche of Zeal. This thing does some super annoying things and just puts games away out of nowhere. It's pretty amazing. And I can imagine it's pretty amazing with Trial of Solidarity as well. 4 mana, that dude can't block, my whole team is pumped. Yeah, that's pretty good. We're going to take that over the Cat here. And the Evolving Wilds. This pack's a bit of a miss. So I guess we can take Evolving Wilds now. I don't really like Anointer Priest. Not aggressive enough. I guess Evolving Wilds isn't really an aggressive card either, but could potentially let us splash. And you just always play Evolving Wilds anyway. I would say it's at its worst in an aggro build, but it's still pretty good. So a Monument, but not on color. Could take the Pursue Glory. Good if we end up with some tokeny things. But Tormenting Voice is usually pretty playable. I don't really... It's more than likely I'm going to play 16 lands if I do end up in like a Boros aggro build. Pursue Glory is certainly fine. And we could end up with some token cards, in which case it's good. But I actually like Tormenting Voice in an aggro or a non-aggro build. It's just one of those cards. And it interacts with all of the cycle or discard effects in the format. We'll just take Tormenting Voice. Okay, so now we have Initiate. Yeah, I guess we just take it. A couple green cards that are certainly good, but Initiate's fine. Certainly fine. All right, another Tormenting Voice. A Bloodlust Inciter. So the Inciter, I've seen this played more often than I expected to. I don't know if I like it, though. It's okay. Give things haste is fine. I guess we'll try it out. I probably don't need a second Tormenting Voice. So I guess we'll take the Shepherd now over Those Who Serve. Ketra's Name, not exactly what I'm looking for, but we'll take it. We do technically have some zombies in our deck if you embalm them. I guess we only have one, but you get what I'm trying to say. All right, Desert it is. We'll let someone have a Cultivator. I don't think we're going to play the Desert, though. Okay, so pretty reasonable pack one. We're on a path that I think is good. Boros aggro. We have a Deem Worthy and a Compulsory Rest for removal. Ronus? Well, geez. Guess we have to take Ronus because tickets. And also because it's like super powered card. Can I splash it? I guess I do have an Evolving Wilds. Maybe we're playing Naya now. I mean, this card is so good. I guess Ronus is a little bit worse on the splash just because you can't. It's still fine on the splash. I was going to say because you can't really use the ability multiple times if you're just splashing green, but do you really need to use it more than once? I don't think so. So we'll take it. We're passing, what, Electrify. Gustwalker would have been really good, but I can't pass Rona. Look at him. Or her. I don't know what it is. I don't even know what Ronus is. Some sort of snake, but apparently just a god. It does have human-like hands, though. Maybe that's just a mask. So now we have another cartouche. We have Nefcrop Entangler. Rags to Riches. We don't necessarily have to splash Ronus either. It was just such a good card. I wouldn't mind splashing it. I think we'll take the Entangler now over the second cartouche. I just want to make sure we have enough 2-drops. And Entangler is a very good aggressive one, so we'll take it. Javelineer, man, that card's good. So here's Heaven and Earth. Not exactly what an aggro deck wants to do. Are we supposed to like jump out of a color to make space for Ronus? I mean, we can. And then what, we take a Vitalist or something? Probably just want this Brute Strength. We're all in on aggro. I don't have to play Ronus. I want to just beat down hard, and Brute Strength does just that. Put that damage right over the top, please. Oh, man. Neheb? Jeez. And a Decimator Beetle? Well, we're going to take the cartouche, but... Holy jeez, look at this. Neheb is pretty awesome, but I'll take a cartouche. Sweltering Suns? Wait a second. Isn't that worth something? I thought people were playing that card. It's like 3 tickets. So I'm taking it over an Emberhorn Minotaur, a Trueheart Duelist. Okay, I'm taking 3 tickets. I mean, even though it kills everything in our deck, you still get to cycle it. I mean, who's in red and doesn't take this? I guess that's the real question. So a third cartouche or Mr. Sacred Cat. Probably need the cat now. Let's make sure we get enough creatures. And cat comes back. It's got lifelink. Doesn't beat down quite as hard as I would like, but the fact that it comes down, it interacts pretty positively with tricks and the like. Tricks are not just for kids. They're also for cats. What do we have in here? Jure's Resolve is a pretty good combat trick. There's a Supply Caravan. Pretty reasonable card. Probably take the Resolve. This card's come up more often than I expected it to. Irrigated Farmland. Wait a second. Isn't that worth something too? I mean, if people are just going to keep passing me money, I have to take it. That one's about a ticket and a half. I think we're actually going to take the Entangler over that. Because, although we could play the funny thing is we could actually just play the Farmland. But I think we need more, if we're going to be aggro, we got to take all the good aggro cards. So let's take the Entangler. Well, we're not going to play Seraph of the Suns. I'd prefer to not play Hyena Pack, but we'll take it. Okay. Cat deck here, yeah. I mean, Supply Caravans do things, but let's keep the curve low. Let's just play the cats. Our deck would look a lot better with like a honed Kopesh now, I guess. Although, remember, these come back as zombies, so then maybe Inokhetra's name does something a little bit better. We'll see. We still have an entirely fresh pack to decide exactly what we want to do. All right, we'll just take the white card. I don't really want to play it, but I guess technically it is another zombie. Here's a zombie. Well, if we're not going to play any of them anyway. Nobody's in the zombie deck, huh? Jeez. Still technically can pretty easily splash for Ronus. I would say since it's far and away the strongest card in our deck, that might not be a bad idea. Just going to let people have those. Painted Bluffs does technically let us splash for Ronus. Okay. So, unfortunately, if we play Ronus, I'd Gideon. Well. Thank you. Yeah. What are you worth, sir? Oh, 7 tickets. Well, don't mind if I do. Well, it turns out on-colored Planeswalkers out of Pack 3 do make a good deck. There's also a Scavenger, an Adept. I'm looking at all the good cards for us. We're probably even going to wheel something that we want, whether it be a Cartouche or a Minotaur or an Elite, more likely an Adept. But hello, Gideon. What do you do again? Oh, yeah. The weird emblem thing, but you're also a 4/4 indestructible thing that can't have damage dealt to him. Okay, pretty nice. And you protect yourself, too? Jeez, you're awesome. Well, Mouth Defeat is pretty awesome. Might want the Binding Mummy. There's a Minotaur in here. Jeez, this pack has everything. May just take the Fan Bearer. Binding Mummy is actually really good with the Embalm dudes. I'll Embalm, I'll tap your thing, we'll get in. Minotaur obviously is amazing, but I like the Fan Bearer. We're a little bit removal light. And since we're playing 17 lands anyway, I think we'll be able to leave up 2 mana to tap something. And it's a zombie. So we'll take it. Inciter's looking worse. Javelineer currently only interacts with how many cards? 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't really want to splash for Charioteer. Adept is fine. It's not that great in our deck. It works with Tormenting Voice. Maybe Jure's Resolve. Maybe Winged Shepherd. If I play it. Sweltering Suns. It's only like 5 cards it works with. Those Who Serve sits back. It's not really an aggro card. A 3rd Cartouche should be fine, but we're actually a little bit creature light at the moment. I mean, I guess the Adept beats down because it has Menace, but I don't really have enough synergies to make me happy about it. I mean, Those Who Serve, I guess, does work with Inokhetra's name because it is a zombie and it protects. All right, I guess we'll take it. I thought we were the aggro deck. Here's an impeccable timing. I think we're going to take it. I actually like it in this format. Could take another winged shepherd. But we're removal light enough now, and we have got some big finishers, so I guess we'll take the impeccable timing. Devoted Cropmate's always good, and we do have plenty of things to return with it at this point. Anointed Procession. We don't have token creators, do we? I guess it works with Embalm. So we have a few Embalm dudes, but I don't even want to play the Anointer Priest. Minotaur is awesome, but I think Cropmate's probably better for us. Just, we've got enough 2-drop things to bring back at this point. I guess, or 2-drop or less. Yeah. All right, we'll take it. Jeez. Talk about our pack. Probably take Electrify, I guess, but Soulscar Mage is a fun card. Ceradon, I love that card, but... Oh, Fanbearer, too? Is there anything this pack doesn't have for us? Jeez. We're going to take Electrify anyway. Because instant speed kill things is good. Alright, now we can take the Spearmaster or the Duelist. There's a Brute Strength as well. And a Jerry's Resolve. Once again, the pack that had everything. So Duelist comes back as a zombie, but I still probably am not on Amonkhet's name. Either way, we're going to take a creature here. Probably the Spearmaster, I guess. Beats down a little bit better. Yeah. 4 power, first strike. A little bit difficult to deal with. Okay, we can take the Manticore now. I've been fairly impressed with this card. It's a big dude. So, probably want the Elite now. There's a Hone Kopesh. Another Cartouche. I think we're fine with 2. We'll take the Elite. Let's get Elite here. Binding Mummy came back. That's nice. We'll take it over the Cat. So, that's pretty cool, actually. Okay. Amonkhet's name. I guess we'll take a 3rd Cartouche now. Although 3 seems excessive. Geez. Another Sacred Cat. Could take another Winged Shepherd. Let's just take the Cat. Tormenting Voice. Okay. Oh, getting the... Alright, well, we're in the right colors. And I'm still going to splash for Ronus. I don't think it's too greedy. Ronus is so good. Our deck's got everything. So we can probably look at all of our hard removal and then probably get rid of combat tricks. Like Amonkhet's name, not a... Well, kind of a combat trick, but I don't know if we need it. We have a lot of cuts to make, like a ton of cuts to make. I probably don't need the Inciter. I think we're doing better things without it. I definitely don't want the Anointed Priest because it's whatever anyway, even though it does come back as a zombie at some point. Probably don't need the Hyena pack. It's fairly mediocre. I don't mind topping out with these 2 Manticores. Winged Shepherd, I guess, because it cycles is still fine, but we can still afford to cut 4 creatures. How much synergy do I have with Javelineer? We don't actually have that much, and I think we're going to cut some of the goodies that it works with. But currently we have Resolve, Timing, Name, Strength. So 2 voices, we're up to 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is actually a good number to have with Javelineer, but like I said, we're going down to 7. We have to make 10 cuts. So I think Javelineer, I think Those Who Serve is going to be gone. It does protect well, but I think we'd rather... I don't think Amonkhet's name is actually going to stay in the deck either. So I may just cut the Javelineer because I think we're going to end up cutting enough. Like I said, we're going to cut enough spells where it's not going to be that good. We go down to 2 Cartouche of Zeal. We might even go less than that. Might go down to 1. We still can cut 2 creatures. The weakest creature we have now is probably an Initiate. Or a Cat. Maybe both. Probably don't need 2 Tormenting Voice. Maybe we run the Resolve and cut 1 more Cartouche. Just run 1 Cartouche. Only because we're not like Omega Beatdown. anymore. We're more of like, I've got this crazy thing, I'm going to win, or I've got this crazy thing, I'm going to win, or I'm going to wipe the board and win. And I like having diversity in tricks too. I think there's some strength in that. I think we'll cut a cat. 2 cats are fine. Probably cut the initiate. Could cut the shepherd. I don't mind having the shepherd though. Initiate is fine. It is a 2-drop. Probably have enough top end. Could cut a shepherd. Maybe I just dumped the cartouche plan in general. I actually think cartouche is a really good card. My thinking is, do I need it or do I have to have it? I could go down to 1 cat, which does make the binding mummy worse, I guess, but mummy at worst is a white grizzly bear, which is also fine. And we do have at least a couple other zombies, right? We've got the initiate, the fan bear, we'll have a cat. It's only 3, I guess. Which admittedly is not that many, but it's still, like I said, at worst it's a grizzly bear, and that is a good utility effect to have. I could cut the winged shepherd. I probably don't need it. And then we can start thinking about what trick we want to cut, which at this point might just be the last cartouche. The cartouches are good, but now, like I said, we're on our deck doesn't need to be aggressive to win. We've got powerhouse cards here that just win. So if we don't need to be aggressive, maybe we do cut 1 more cat. Although cat is just good, just soaks up damage. Let's just cut the initiate. Whatever. I'll keep the dude that can block and gain me a life and then come back and block and gain me a life. That's pretty good too. It's a good way to buy some time. And then we just need to make 1 more cut. And it's either resolve, voice, or resolve, voice, or brute strength. I think brute strength likely wins more games than Jeru's resolve, but Jeru's resolve is quite good too. I think we'll cut the resolve. We'll keep the brute strength. Like I said, I think brute strength actually does win more games than Jeru's resolve does. So we run something like this. It's not bad. I mean, it's pretty good. We've got some super powered cards in here. So Boros, not aggro, sort of low curve, Splash Veronis with Gideon. It's pretty good. I'm satisfied. So let's bring these 2 in. With Evolving Wilds and Painted Bluffs, we only need 1 forest, which they agree with. Let me look at our... Okay, so more white than red. I assume that means we're supposed to go 7, 7, 1. We do need them both early. We've got 2-drop red and we have 1-drop white. So I think we're going to do 7, 7, 1. This adds up to be what? 9, 9, 3. That's good enough for me. 9, 9, 3. Good enough for me. If it rhymes, it must be true. That's what I've always said. Okay. Yeah. Good looking deck. Odd little Boros, Splash, Naya, Brew we've got going here, but obviously have some good removal and board wipes and big fat mythic finishers, so this looks like a fun deck. We'll run it like this, and we'll see you round 1.